If you've been thinking about trading on Bybit but want to test your strategies about risking real money, or maybe you are just a developer looking to build and then test a crypto trading bot using the Bybit API, well, you are in the right place. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a Bybit Testnet account, and I'm also going to show you the step-by-step approach on how to do that. And I will also walk you through the major benefits of using this powerful sandbox environment. And the Bybit Testnet is a risk-free environment that mirrors the real trading platforms, allowing you to place trading, test API integrations, and even fine-tune your strategies, all without using real money. So whether you are just getting started with crypto, testing a new bot, or preparing for live market action, this tool is a game changer for you. So if you are ready to level up your trading game without the stress of losing money, I want you to hit the like button and let's get started. So the first thing you want to do right here is to go to this particular URL right here, which is testnet.bybit.com/en/login. And you want to create a new account right here. And this is just basically the link to the testnet environment. And I will also leave the link in the description below. And for those of you who may also want to create a live trading account with them, I'm also going to leave a link to their live trading app so that you can create and then make use of real money for whatever you want to do. And I would actually appreciate if you can use my link to sign up with them. So just check the description box and you're going to see the link to creating both the testnet account and also the live account. So if you are on this particular page, you need to switch to where we will have sign up right here, and you want to just basically create a new account. I do not actually have any account with them yet, so let's do that right now. And that's just basically what you want to do. All right, so to do that, you just need to enter your email address right here. So I'm going to just go ahead and put my email address. This is going to be the lot of apps. For your referral bonus, I'm going to just display a link to the referral bonus right here so that you can actually basically use. But this is just really optional. If you don't want to use mine, that's just completely fine. But if you want to use it, you go ahead and use this particular referral code right here to sign up. All right, so once you're done putting the referral code right there, so and one of the benefits of basically using my code is that once you use my code, you're going to, and then you sign up, you're going to be given this $5,000, $5,100 right here if you make a few transactions on your account. All right, so once you do that, you want to go ahead and click on where we have sign up right here, and the account is going to get created. All right, so it's going to bring up this, and this is just for them to test whether you're really a human being or not. So you want to slide this to really match with this particular thing that we do have in here. All right, I want to take that back so that you can see that. So what you want to do is to basically slide. It's going to bring another one for me. So you want to slide to make sure that you fill this particular rectangle right here with the one that is actually there already. So I want to do that right now, and it's green. So the verification is really successful. And once that happens, they're going to send you a code to your email, and you basically want to go ahead and they kind of enter the code that you get from your email right here. So I'm going to log into my email right here. So let me open up a new tab, and as you can see, I do have that right here. So if you open this up, and you see that this is the link, the code that they just sent to me right here. I want to get that copied and then use that right here. So let's go ahead and paste that in. And if it works just fine, it's going to just go ahead and take you to the next level. So let's put in our password in here. So whatever you want to use as your password, you want to go ahead and put that right there. All right. And then make sure that it's up to 8 characters long, and at least it has one uppercase letter, and at least it has one lowercase letter, and at least one number right there. So once you're done, go ahead and hit on where it says view my 5,050 rewards. I'm going to hit on that. All right. So as you can see, the account has been created right here. If you take a look at that, all right, it's successfully created. And I basically, so once the account is successfully created, the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and verify your account. All right, so you want to follow this link right here where it says verify your identity to unlock full platform access, and you want to go ahead and do that. It's going to take like 2 to 5 minutes with a valid ID card. You can go ahead and do that, and let's just go ahead and get started. This is just basically what you would do if you were actually creating a real, a live account with that of the Bybit. All right, but it's necessary to do all of this so that you be able to like get yourself familiarized with all of the things that is actually done even in a live environment. So let's go ahead and hit on get verified. Alright, of course I'm in Nigerian and it's automatically selected right here. So we can click on I have confirmed on my selection as true and then correct. And you can go ahead and hit on where we have confirmed right here. Alright, so here right now, we want to go through this verification, and what you basically need to do is, first of all, you need to upload your proof of identity. If you want to do that, just hit on where we have verify right here. So I want to hit on that, and they can use something like your BVN or even your NIN number to like basically verify you. So whichever one you want to choose, that's just fine. The two of them are really recommended. You can use your NIN or your what is it called, basically your BVN right here to do that. So I want to make use of my BVN right here. So that is really selected, and I'm going to hit on continue right here, and then it's going to ask me to input my BVN right here. Alright, so that's why it says provide out the required fields to pass the verification here. So I want to basically go ahead and put the BVN number right here. Alright, so once you get that entered up there, it's good. This particular button is going to actually become active, and all you need to do is to hit on continue. Alright, so this they want to test you for liveness right here. I think they're going to have to like take the picture of your face, and you don't need to wear glass, and you don't need to wear in any cap, and there should be no mask. All right, so if you want to do that, it's really very simple. So let's try to do that right now. And I'm going to do that, you're going to just basically go ahead and hit on where it says start. And I'm basically using my computer to do this, guys. So if you're using your phone, I think it's a lot easier and then even faster that way. So let me just kind of take this so that they can actually get all the information that they need. So I want to move closer. All right, I think that verification is just fine. So it has been submitted successfully, and they're basically going to review that, and then it kind of allow me to move on to the next level from there. All right, so all we need to do is to hit on this back button right here, and it's going to bring us to this particular interface. And if you take a look at this place, you're going to see where we do have the identity assessment, and it says verifying, a processing right here. So they're going to just basically verify that, and if it is just successful, this is going to become active, and you can now really maybe submit that or do anything of that nature right there. All right, so at this particular point, let me just check my email and then see what I've really gotten so far. Like I just got this message right now. It says to meet compliant requirement, please submit the identity assessment as soon as possible. Okay, this could just basically be what they have really sent before now. And here they said, we are pleased to inform you that your standard identity vehicle has been successfully reviewed and approved. We appreciate your patience, and during this process, your account is now activated and you have access to the trading platform. So this basically must have been approved by now. So if we go back there, and maybe we just basically want to refresh here. Let me refresh here for now. And as you can see, I think that must have been approved. The next thing that I need to do is a proof of address. All right, so I need to upload my proof of address from here, and that's just basically going to be my utility bill. So if you hit on where we have verifying here, and we should be able to like upload our utility bill right here, and then we can move from there. So for now, I do not actually have, let me take a look at that. Let me just attempt to upload a NEPA bill right here, even though I think it's way older than what they should basically recommend, but I'm just going to upload that. If they approve me, that'll be fine. All right, so I'm gonna just upload that from here. And so if I go in here and I want to go ahead and upload just anyone that I do have in here, and let's hit on next, and it says congratulations, your verification was successful, you have been verified. And that means that I'm just really qualified right now. So this is just basically what you are actually going to do even if you're actually on live mode, and that is just that. So if we go back in here, you see that once you refresh here, maybe it's going to like basically take some time for them to like verify this, and this just basically would just be within 3 months anyway. But the one I uploaded is even up to that kind of 4 months or something like that. So, but if you're actually going to be doing this, just make sure you upload your latest NEPA bill that is not just basically older than 3 months. That's just basically what you want to do. All right, so but that's just what it is for now. I'm going to just leave it at this, and we can just start exploring this environment for now. At a later time, I'm going to just re-upload a more recent NEPA build to this. All right, so that is it. So for now, for those of you who would like to start, maybe you want to create an API, you can go to your profile right here, and then you point down to where we do have API, and then click on that, and it's going to take you to the API section. And all you need to do right here is just basically say understood right here, click on that, and you can go ahead and hit on where we do have create new API key right here, or new key. I'm going to hit on that and go ahead and hit on setup right here. And this is just, if you take a look here, you see that my authentication has not actually been set up yet. So I need to set that up. And to do that, if I hit on setup, you see that I'm just basically going to set that up on my email right here if I want to. And if I want that via something like SMS, I can actually do that. But I think it's okay if I just basically maybe set that up with something like Google 2FA Authenticator or something like that nature, right? So I think the one that is really recommended for me to do according to that pop-up is going to just be this Google Authenticator right here. So let me go ahead and set this up by clicking on settings. So once you do that, if you hit on setup, it's going to bring you to this interface, and all you need to do is to download the Google Authenticator Android or iOS version. And after that, you need to add a key phrase to the Google Authenticator and remember the phrase basically. Alright, so if you want to do that, I think I already have the Google Authenticator downloaded to my phone. And if you want to download that, you should just go to your App Store right here or Google Play Store to be able to download that to your phone. Alright, and then you will actually basically need to sign up. The Google Authenticator downloaded. I want to like open up the scan interface. I want to scan this, and once you scan that, it's going to give you some sort of code in here, and you want to go ahead and enter the code. So for the testnet, you're going to see whether it's labeled testnet or anything of that nature. So the live one, I think it took me a long time to do this. Let me do 660177, and then you can hit on confirm right there, and that has been connected successfully. Right, so basically if you open up your Google Authenticator and then you click on the plus sign in there, and once you click on the plus sign, it's going to show you a place where you need to like snap that particular picture right there. So I did snap the QR code, and that's why it was able to like go ahead and set that up for me. So that's just that. So you see that it's on right now, and from here I think I can, if I go back, I want to go back to the API, and I should be allowed to basically create an API now. So if I hit on create new key, and it's going to take me to this interface, and we can use the system generated API key, and we can use any of this. If we want to use a third party, I think I have a separate video to like explain all of these things a lot more. But for now, let me just do test code kinder. So if you want to learn how the explanation pertaining all of these things, I will link to the video maybe in the description box below, so that you can actually go through that. But basically, if you want to like consume the API, just make sure it's this API transaction is selected, and you can use read and write right here. And if you scroll down a little bit, under this place where we do have all of this right here, what you need is to basically make sure that I want to select this unified trading right here to basically allow me to receive orders, positions, the trade right here, even the spot trading and likes right there. Okay, all right, so without wasting more time, of course, we basically need, maybe I want to also include this. If you take a look down here, there is also other options you can maybe basically enable, but I think that the peer-to-peer right here is not really enabled for anybody right now. And down here we do have asset. You can check this one if you want to be able to like transfer your account or sub account right here, but I think I do not actually need that, so I'm going to leave this part empty and basically just want to go ahead and hit on submit right here. So if I hit on submit, and I want to get the 2FA from my Google right here, and I'm going to just grab onto that, and that's going to be the test part of it. This 169061, and I think that was fine. So the key was successfully created, and this was actually called the test code kinder. And then we'll have the API key right here that you can use, and even the API secret key right here. All right, so that's just basically the things you are going to basically use to be able to connect to the API. So I want to copy all of them down. All right, so you basically want to make sure that you kind of copy the API keys and then the secret key down, because this may be the only time you are ever going to see this, especially the API secret key. So you may have the access to see the API key a lot of the times, but for the secret key, they're going to just basically hide that. So once you are done copying that down and then saving that somewhere, you want to go ahead and click on understood, and it's going to just bring you to this interface where you see that your secret key right here is being blurred out, and the only thing you can actually see right here is your API key. So this is the keys you want to use to kind of create any type of application or access, maybe give access to a third-party application to really access your Bybit account right here. All right. And I hope that you guys kind of love this. So if you do want me to build a project that we can actually use all these API keys to kind of implement how they basically work, you can just basically let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, feel free to give the video a like. And then if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.